Hi, I'm Dr. Meg Haworth, and I help women abuse survivors heal their histories and their health with holistic wellness solutions. And today I'm going to talk about depression, a different take on depression, where it comes from, and how to heal it. Ooh, that's a whole lot to talk about in just a few minutes, so I want to get right to it. So, I am a doctor of transpersonal psychology, that's holistic psychology. So, I look at depression in a very different way than traditional psychology does. Um, Traditional psychology really looks at the mental and emotional. It looks at what's wrong with you, pathology and treatment of disorders using drugs, using therapy, which is all very good. And I work with a lot of clients who are in traditional psychotherapy and they work with me simultaneously. It's all very important and relevant. But transpersonal psychology looks at you at a different level, and it looks at depression as a disconnection. It's a disconnection from who you really are. Now, whoa, that's kind of a big thing to say. What does that mean? Um, so you have an energy system, and your energy system has 7 different centers. And at the top, the seventh center has to do with your connection to something greater than yourself. And it doesn't matter to me like what that is for you. Like that could be you're religious and it's Jesus or Buddha or Allah. It's whoever that is for you. It could be nature, it could be everything, it could be the universe. So whatever that connection is, and I want to try to steer you away from thinking about this as a religious concept. Even though those concepts do come from religion, there's a lot of efficacy and value as to why those things are really important. And I think really underneath all of that, or the one current that keeps running through all of those different ways of thinking, philosophies, and religions, is that there are certain attributes that are really, really powerful that we need to have in our lives that I think a lot of us are missing, and why we're feeling disconnected. And some of those attributes are compassion for self, for others. That means really feeling for them. Joy versus happiness. Like happiness is like a temporary thing where like, oh my God, I'm so happy I just had my first sip of coffee today. But joy is a real current of the energy system. It's something that it's effusive. Like you can really feel when somebody's in joy when you're in joy. Now I remember for myself, there was a point where I didn't feel joy. I just was not connected. So, and that's what I'm I'm starting to really get at, is that depression is a disconnection from those attributes, from those parts of you. We get really wrapped up in our human life, in what's wrong. We often get really disappointed when we don't accept what's happening around us, or when we don't change what's happening around us. And very important, we often don't see our own contribution to what's happening around us, particularly in experiences where we might be going through victimization. To be able to see uh, your own part in things, and I'm not suggesting that to blame yourself. It's not that. It's just you look at how your choices are reflective of your experience. So yeah, so it's I think depression, or I see depression in my clients as a holistic wellness. I used to suffer from it myself. It was at times absolutely debilitating. Um, and some of the causes of depression are poor choices, a history of trauma, of addiction, addiction to all kinds of things, from um, compulsive shopping to compulsive overeating to you're looking for something outside of yourself to fill yourself up, to make yourself feel something that you're not able to feel. And when you get into the truth of who you are, then you start to really feel more connected to those truths. So you feel more connected to those emotions that are nourishing, like love and compassion and joy and kindness and caring. And so being connected to those will help you feel so much better, it helps to end depression. Addiction is a huge one because I think people don't quite know that when you are engaged in, say you're drinking alcohol every day or you're smoking weed every day, and when you quit doing that, it'll take a minimum of 3 months for a cell tissue change to happen in your body. So I say try something a minimum of 3 months so that you can see too I've seen with clients that depression will lift after you remove the substance from your body that is altering your mood and your mind. It really alters your entire body chemistry and it alters your energy system. Um, so let's see, there's so many other types of addictions that people have. Sometimes an addiction may be to trying to fix other people all the time. You're focusing on everyone else and not really looking at yourself and what needs to happen for you. Relationships like serial monogamy, that's one kind of an addiction where you're looking for a certain kind of feeling. You want that sort of high that you get from maybe a new relationship or from having a guy chase you or whatever it is. Um, uh, so anyway, but you're looking for something outside of yourself to validate you and make you feel better. Shopping is a big one. I think I mentioned real briefly. Online shopping is a real issue for a lot of people these days. I mean, how exciting is that? You can just shop online and then this thing comes to your door and you're like, wow, and you feel good for a minute, and or maybe longer. Maybe you really love the thing. And I'm not suggesting you don't enjoy those things because I think that's important. So at any rate, so money, shopping, porn, um, uh, there's all kinds of ways that sexual addiction shows up. And it could be that you're addicted to serial dating, sleeping around, because it's giving you a certain feeling that you're looking for. But then on the other side of that feeling, you feel empty again. So it's about filling yourself up. So what are the things that can connect you to that sense of knowing? Well, like I mentioned before, really looking at compassion. I want to build compassion. You can enter into basically your own little course on compassion and learn about what that is. Listen to the Dalai Lama um, and say, "Hey, I want to build that." And when you ask to build like compassion, you're going to learn a lot about judgment. You're going to see how you're judging others, how others judge you. So, so just know that, when you start to ask for, I want to build joy. Okay, well, you're going to also get the opposite of what joy is, so that you can understand more deeply how what joy truly is. Because everything has its opposite force connected to it. It's two sides of the same coin. Um, Friendships, family, those things can really connect you to who you are. Helping other people, being of service to others is so critically valuable when it comes to healing depression. Giving to somebody else who really needs the help. Food is a big thing, and you can find, I have a blog on this on yourtango.com, my expert blog, and it's 6 foods that are causing depression. So go and read that article so you can learn more about that. There are a number of different factors, so, but again, this is a different take, looking at um, the transpersonal viewpoint. Uh, so, so what I would like to recommend to you is I have an intuitive development coaching program. It's a group coaching program, or you can do it one-on-one. It just depends on how you want to work with me on this one. But it's really going to be an exciting thing to do the group coaching. I've been doing the one-on-ones, and it's just amazing to watch people's intuition just open up. And this is for anybody who has intuition. So that's everybody, right? Um, so if you are already intuitive and you don't quite know how to hone it and work with it, um, you you may have had all these experiences your whole life and you just don't know really what to do with them. If you feel like you're not intuitive, I'm going to help you see how very much you are. Because intuition is a skill that we all have and that we can all build. And this whole program is designed to help you build that with us as a group, but then you continue with it after you leave. Because your inner wisdom is one of the most valuable assets you have. It comes from that place in you that's permanent, from that energy system that's permanent. It's the only thing you bring into this world with you, and it's the only thing you leave with you when you leave this world is your energy system. And so taking care of it while you're here is absolutely critical. It's critical to your health and well-being and your love, peace, and enjoyment in life. So anyway, I'd love to help you with that. To find more information for that, go to meghaworth.com, meghaworth.com, and go to my sessions page on under work with me, and let's learn how I can help you get well and feel better, and also just help you with your depression. So individual sessions can help with that as well. So again, it's Dr. Meg Haworth at meghaworth.com, and I hope that this information will help you get well.